In my mind, the perfect way to use the Arccos system is with an Apple Watch Ultra. You get all the data right on your wrist. You don't have to worry about battery life. You can get GPS yardages, you can set the pin, and you can leave your phone in your bag. But what if you don't have a compatible smartwatch? Or you're someone who just doesn't want to carry your phone in your pocket while you're playing golf? Well, then this might be your new favorite product. It is the Arccos Link Pro, and it's what allows you to essentially go completely hands-free, completely tech-free with the Arccos system while still getting all of that incredible data it provides. Today, I'm doing a full review of the Arccos Link Pro. I'm going to tell you what I like, what I don't, if you should buy it, because there's some of you that probably should not. And so if you're interested in a game tracker, if you're interested in the Arccos system, and you want to know how this fits in with their regular sensors, keep watching. Today's video is for you. All right, two quick things for you before we jump into the review. Number one, there is an affiliate link below. There's also a coupon code that will save you 15% that works on this. If you use either the link or the code, I will get a commission. But as always, I don't care if you buy this or not. I'm just trying to give you all the information I can to help you make the right purchase decisions for you in your golf game. That being said, you decide to buy it, use the code, you save some money, I make a little money, everybody wins. It allows me to keep doing videos like this. So I hope you consider that if you decide this is the right product for you. Second, if you would like a written review of the Link Pro, that is below. If you're watching this months after I release the video, that is where I will continue to make my updates or anything that changes with it or any new revelations I have, because let's be honest, I can't really go back and edit this video after the fact. So if you want my most up-to-date thoughts on the Link Pro, make sure you go check out the written review. Okay, first off, let's just quickly cover what's Arccos and what is the Link Pro. So Arccos is a game tracking system. You buy a set of sensors, you put those sensors on your clubs, it will track every single shot you hit. You're gonna be able to see exactly how far your drive was. You're gonna be able to see exactly where you missed all your approach shots. You're gonna be able to tell what your percentages are out of the sand. It will give even you a 20 handicap tour level statistics that are going to help you improve your game. I've personally played over 300 rounds with Arccos. I've used it for over a decade, and to be honest, I absolutely love it. But I get it's not for everyone. I actually did a comparison of all the major game trackers out there recently, so I will link to that below. So if you decide Arccos for whatever reason isn't what you're looking for, I would check that out and see if either ShotScope or Garmin are the right options for you. But today we're talking about Arccos. So what is the Link Pro and why does it exist? Essentially, the Link Pro is a device. This is a charging case. You pull it out, you put it in your pocket, and it negates the need to have your phone on you. Some people hate playing golf with their phone in their pocket. So this allows you to put it in your pocket, start the round on your phone, and forget about your phone for the duration of your round, should you choose. Aside from just the ability to get away from your phone, there are a couple of other benefits of the Link Pro we're going to talk about in just a minute. But first, let's talk about build quality, first impressions, packaging, that type of thing. So out of the box, as with all Arccos products, the packaging is done very well. It almost has kind of an Apple-esque packaging experience. You take it out, and the first thing you're met with is the charging case. The charging case is a durable plastic. It's got a USB-C charger, and it's got 4 indicator lights on the front that indicate the battery level of the charging case. As far as the build quality on the charging case, it's very good. I don't think anybody is going to complain or have any issues with it. I will say it's not quite as good as some similar products I've seen, namely the DJI mic. Obviously, that's a completely unrelated product, but the charging case that it uses just feels slightly higher end, a little bit more refined, which really isn't that big of a deal, but it is something that I noticed. The Arccos Link Pro itself looks very nice, feels very nice, it's very light. You put it in your pocket, you hardly know it's there. There's a logo on the front, and then you turn it on, and you get a nice little blue light to allow you to know that it is powered on. Okay, so when it comes to getting this thing set up, super easy. You've got the built-in charging case, so it's good for 2 rounds before you need to go charge it again. You pull it out. This is the Link Pro right here. You turn it on. Great. You get the blue light, says it's on. Awesome. And then you go to the Arccos app. And so I'm going to pull up the Arccos app here. So I pull up the Arccos app. It automatically can tell what course I'm on. I'm here at the Ghost Creek course at Pumpkin Ridge in Portland, Oregon. I've already paired my Link, which literally took like 5 seconds. It automatically registered it. I didn't have to go into my Bluetooth settings. I opened up Arccos, said pair Link, and it automatically found it. So I'm going to go shot detection mode Link. I'm going to pick the tees that I'm playing from. It's a little wet out here, so we're going to play the whites today. And it's a casual round. Ball used. Playing Callaways. Chrome Soft. No, I don't. So I'm going to set my parameters for the round. We're starting hole number 1. We're playing from the white tees, and we're pretty much good to go. So I hit start round. I pick the place that I'm playing. It's starting the round on my Link. So it's basically pairing my phone with the GPS with this bad boy. And then all I have to do, green light goes on, basically means we're good to go. So I put this in my pocket, I play golf, and then every time I get close to my phone, it's going to come report back and update my stats. So if I'm in, say, a golf cart and I still want to get GPS distances and everything, but I don't want it in my pocket, I can still get that data in real time without having to have my phone in my pocket. The only button you'll find on this is on the side, and that is the pin setting button. So you keep this in your pocket, you walk up on the green, all you do is you reach your hand in your pocket, you hit the button, and it is going to update the app with the pin location of that green. That is a big improvement on the original Link because that's going to give you more accurate putting statistics and more accurate approach statistics. Speaking of improvements over the original Link, basically everything about it is better. You no longer have to clip it onto your belt. You can put it in either of your pockets. It comes with the built-in charging case, which is going to help ensure you don't lose it, and it's also going to ensure that it's charged for all of your rounds. That's one of the problems I had with the original Link, is I always forgot to charge it, so I'd show up and it wouldn't work, and then I couldn't use Arccos in the way that I wanted to. But for a product like this, really, none of that matters if it doesn't work. This has to perform. If it misses even a few shots around, it's gonna make the experience a lot more cumbersome. You're gonna have to go back and do a lot of editing after the fact, and it kind of negates the purpose for this. So the question is, does it work? And the answer is yes. It works really well. I've now played 3 rounds with this and have been extremely impressed with how well the system works and how accurate it is at recognizing shots. So one of the nice things I like about using the Arccos system with the Link Pro is it's not an either or. You don't only have to use the Link or only have to use your phone. So you can use this and leave your phone in your bag or in the cart, and then every time you go close to your phone, it's going to sync up and it's going to send all of that information so you've got it all in the app. So say you're in a cart and you want to know how long that drive was that you just piped down the fairway. You can just go over to your phone, it's going to sync, and you can find out. If you want to use all the GPS benefits and get all the caddy recommendations and use a lot of the features that make Arccos so cool, you can still do that on your phone if you want to. But if you want a tech-free round and you don't even want to look at your phone, you can do that as well. So I like having that option. So Arccos has been around for a decade and they continue to improve their products, and I didn't realize just how far it had come until I played my first round with the Link Pro, because I made a big mistake. I used a driver I hadn't used in a long time, and I forgot to check the diagnostics within Arccos to see if the sensor was still working. And unfortunately, it was dead. So I go out, I play my round, I'm not thinking anything about it, I keep this in my pocket, I'm not really checking the app, and it wasn't until the 7th hole that I realized that my driver was dead. But here's what was weird about it. It was recognizing every drive I hit accurately. So how does that work? So Arccos has done a really good job over the years of refining their software and taking all sorts of things into an account, whether it's sound, whether it's an accelerometer, whether it's your location on the course, at predicting where you're hitting shots. So it's not like it's just using the acceleromerator, is that a word? Accelleromerator. I'm gonna change that word. I'm gonna say a different word. So it's not like it's just using the information from the sensor to detect shots. It's using the microphone on your phone or the Link Pro. It's using those GPS data. It's using the sensor itself. And so what happened was I got to the 7th hole and I pulled out my phone and I noticed it hadn't recognized my drive. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Well, let's keep playing, see what happens. I go and I hit my 2nd shot, and then it recognized my drive. So I go up, I hit my 7-iron in the middle of the fairway. So then Arccos was like, well, he probably hit his drive from that tee box that he was standing on for 45 seconds. And it did it accurately. So the only downside is if that sensor is dead, it's not going to show up right away. It's going to wait until you hit another shot, and then it's going to make its best recommendation on where that shot happened. And I found that to work flawlessly. But generally speaking, this shouldn't be an issue. The sensor battery life is great. Mine have lasted me years. You rarely have to change it, and so that's not something I would be overly concerned about, but it's nice to know that there's a little bit of a fallback if it does happen. One other huge benefit of the Link Pro, for some of you are going to get mad at me saying this, but the other huge benefit is this allows you to use Arccos and listen to music on a Bluetooth speaker at the same time. I know some of you don't want to listen to music on the golf course, you're not fun. I get it. I'm just kidding. You can be fun and not listen to music. But I personally like to listen to music from time to time. And because of the way Arccos works, if you're just using your phone, you can't use your phone and a Bluetooth speaker at the same time. But if you use the Link Pro, you can both track your stats in Arccos and use a Bluetooth speaker all at the same time. So if you're someone who likes to listen to music and track your stats, then this is a device you're probably going to want to get. Now to answer the most common question I've received about the Link Pro. If I'm using Arccos with an Android watch or an Apple Watch, do I need the Link Pro? And the answer is probably not. If you're happy with your setup, if your smartwatch and Arccos are working really well together, you probably don't need this. And I'll be honest, my preferred way to use Arccos, the way I think is the best way to use Arccos, is with the Apple Watch Ultra. You don't have to worry about battery life, it'll track your shots, you can set the pin, and you still get all the GPS distances, you can correct your score, you can add penalties, you can do all of that directly from your wrist, and I think that that is awesome. The problem for me personally, which I've addressed in other videos, is I switched to a Garmin watch. I wanted to track all my steps, all my fitness, and so that got in the way of me using an Apple Watch for Arccos. But now for me, this is the device that's going to continue allow me to use my Garmin watch for fitness purposes, and frankly yardages and whatnot, but still get all the Arccos stats that I love. I think that's honestly one of the biggest testaments I can give to the Arccos system. I've got CT10 sensors from Garmin. I've got a Garmin watch. I've got the full Garmin setup with a watch that I wear day in and day out. Yet I still use Arccos for my stat tracking. It's that much better. However, where I will say the Link Pro might be good if you were using a smartwatch is if you were using an older watch. If you've got like an Apple Watch Series 8, Series 9, whatever the newest ones are, the battery life is probably going to be fine and it's going to work. But if you've got an older smartwatch, then the battery life is probably going to suffer if you were using the built-in stat tracking. And so if you want to make sure you make it all the way through your round or don't have a dead watch at the end of the day, then the Link Pro is going to be something that will allow you to do that. And frankly, you can use this for shot tracking and then use your watch for all the GPS data, and you still kind of get the best of both worlds, and you just have to keep this in your pocket. But at $225 or $191 after you use our coupon code, that's a lot of money to spend for that extra little bit of convenience. So all that to say, final thoughts on the Arccos Link Pro. Honestly, for me personally, I love it. It allows me to listen to music, it allows me to track my stats, it allows me to use my preferred smartwatch. I've been very impressed with the accuracy. The only accuracy note I will make is it doesn't always get the exact position you are on the green, and that's just kind of GPS limitations. Sometimes it's like 3 or 4 feet off. Most of the time it's pretty dead on, but every once in a while you'll get one that seems a little bit off. The good news is it's never off by so much that it's really gonna make your stats that much different. But Arccos also makes it really easy to go in and edit where you are in the green and where those putts are and where the pin is manually, should you choose to do that. I do wish it was a little bit less expensive. It's definitely a little bit of a niche product, and this is really gonna be for those Arccos diehards, the people that love the system, use it day in and day out, and want the best experience possible. And I think it helps provide that. I also think that in a world where tech has continued to invade our golf game, to have the option to still get all that data, but just be present on the golf course and not worry about looking at your phone all the time, like that's pretty nice. My last round with this, that's exactly what I did. I left my phone in the bag and I just went and played golf. Considering I review golf tech products for a living, this isn't something I get to do very often, so being able to go back and just play and still have all that data, I have found to be so nice. So if you use Arccos, you love Arccos, and you want it to be the best experience possible, and you're not using a newer smartwatch, then this will absolutely enhance your Arccos experience. But if you already have Arccos with a smartwatch you're happy with, or you just don't play that often to justify the relatively high price tag on this, then maybe you wait and you just keep using the Arccos system on your phone, and if you get more into it, you buy this down the line. But either way, Arccos knocked it out of the park with this. I'm super happy with it. I'm super happy to have it because this is a product I will be using personally all the time. So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. As a reminder, if you do decide you want to pick this up or you want to pick up any Arccos product, you can use the code BE15. It's going to save you 15%. I'm going to get a small commission on that, but as always, I don't care whether you buy it or not. I just want to do my best to help you find the right products for you. I will also link to some other related videos and other game tracking reviews in case another system is a better fit for you. My name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Breaking 80, where we talk about cool golf products, cool golf courses, and all sorts of stuff like that. So if you got some value out of this, maybe hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up, the notification bell. All that stuff helps support me and allows me to continue making videos like this for you. So with that, I hope you have an excellent day. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.